with a
I speak with a lot of founders, and in many cases, we talk about the growth of their company, their product, their revenue growth, and things like that. And we always end up talking about the average selling price of the product. And a lot of, especially first-time founders, they say that, yeah, my average selling price is $5,000, $2,000 a year, right? And my immediate reaction is, yeah, that is too low. It's not enough for you to really scale fast. And they are always like, why is my $2,000, $3,000, things like that amount too low for me to scale? So I just wanted to do that math and try to help people understand how the ASP is impacting the growth and scaling. Let's say your product, your ASP is say $4,000. I'm just going to take a round number. So product ASP, average selling price per year, is $4,000. Now let's imagine that you want to scale using account executives, obviously. So your account executives, the quota will vary. It can be $500,000 to $1.5 million or even more, depending on the segment that they cater to and things like that. But let's take a conservative, let's take $600,000 as their quota. Let's also imagine that these guys are going to make 150K. And for simplicity, I'm just going to do 50-50 split, right? So 75K in base and 75K in commissions. So this is the base. This is side math. We might not need this, but let's put it in that way. So now that we are here, they have to make $600,000 in quota. The product ASP is $4,000. So for getting to the quota, they have to get 600,000 divided by 4,000. Let's say 154 deals, I think, if I did the math right. 154 deals a year is what they have to do to get to their quota. So per month, to hit 154 deals a year, these numbers are crazy. I have to do, let me quickly do the math elsewhere. So that's like 12.8 deals. Let's say 13 deals a month to hit the quota. Now let's continue to do the math, right? One account executive has to do 13 deals a month. Let's take a very healthy conversion of 25% from demo. So that's so how many, once they do the demo, 25% of that will convert to the meeting. So they to get to 13 deals a month, they have to at least do 13 into 4, which is, I don't want to confuse numbers, so I'm going to do the math. Yeah, it's 52. So 52 calls. Actually, it's not 52 calls. It's more like 52 opportunities they have to work to get to 13 deals. Now, if you're a B2B company, no deals will get closed in one call, right? If you're super lucky, then it's 2 calls. Typically, it is always 3 calls. And again, since the ASP is lower, let's assume like a 2.5 kind of a call. Then let's do that, right? 52 into 2.5 equals, so like 130 calls. Now, if the sales cycle is more, then the calls in 1 month will flip into other calls. If your ASP is only $4,000 and if your sales cycle is more than 30 days, that's also a problem. But let's not confuse it for the time being, right? So they need to do 130 calls in 20 days. So let's put this on hold for a little bit of time and then come back. So they need 52 ops. And typically, so to get to 52 ops, now, let's take the SDR phase of it, right? And SDR has to, or marketing has to generate all these deals, all these top of the funnel leads for these guys. So even if they want to get to 52 ops, typical conversion from, like a lead to an op, again, even if we take a healthy 70% or something of that sort, To get to 52 ops, you have to get to like, I don't know, 70 demos at the top, or 70 calls at the top to get to 52 ops, which means now an SDR or the marketing has to generate 70 leads for the AE per month. To get to 70 leads with an SDR, if you guys know, it's not that easy. One cannot do it, two cannot do it, three cannot. Three might be able to do it, but it's super tough for you to consistently hit this. You need like four SDRs. Like, four SDRs for one account executive, 1:4 ratio on AE to SDR is like not good. It's super bad. The sales efficiency will be bad because SDRs, you also have to pay them, right? And SDR salary can be anywhere between 60K to 120K. Again, there's location. If it is India, it is different. If it is US, it is different. Bay Area, it is different. So, take my numbers with a pinch of salt because I'm not trying to target any particular location. But you understand. So 1:4. So that's difficult. Now, this math, we already understood that this math won't work. Now, this math, 130, going back to this math, right? 130 calls. So to do 130 calls, let's say in 20 days, a month. So you have to do like 6.5 calls a day. And if this is sales cycle of 1 month, if it is multiple sales cycle, then it'll be, higher sales cycle, it'll be more. So 6.5 calls a day, is that doable? It's kind of doable, but it's not really doable because AEs have a lot of other work. They have to follow up, they have to prepare proposals, they have to send agreement, they have to follow up, they have to coordinate meetings. So if you do the raw math of 6.5 calls, that's like going to take only 3.5 hours. That is not how an account executive's day works. So if they have to consistently do 6.5, then what happens is they might not get to the quota. So with all of this, what happens is AEs won't hit the quota, and SDRs will struggle to hit the quota, and the good people will leave. And for you to grow this team, you have to grow a lot of people because you need now 5 people to hit your quota, because an SDR and account executive and all the sales leadership. If you add the sales leadership on top, then there is SDR leadership, account executive leadership, all of that. So this math, as you see, is very, very difficult to work. If you are like a 4K ASP, then you should do marketing first, not sales first. Once you cross like a 10K, 12K, ideally something like 18K, like let's say if you are less than 10K in ASP, you are better off doing marketing, PLG, product-led growth or marketing-led growth and things like that. If you are greater than 10K, then you should probably do like an AE and SDR combination. Ideally, you should try to push it to like 18K. At that point, this model will start really working. Hopefully this makes sense. This was not a planned thing. I just wanted to give you some perspective. Ask any questions in comments and let's try to dive deep.